Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, everyone. This is your host of Women Around the Table Talk Show. Good evening and terrific Tuesday to you all. I'm sure you guys are having a great evening, as such as I. Anyway, so I'm glad that you guys are tuning in tonight because we have something special. All month long for the month of May, we're going to be letting our men talk to the women. We're going to be letting our men talk to the audience and give us their spiel about their concepts, their ideas, their thoughts about women in relationships, how they should look, what's out there, and what they're searching for, and how we need to present ourselves so that we can catch their eye. So, here at Women Around the Table Talk, we're going to present all month long, the month of May. Excuse me, is this seat taken? Of course, you all know that that's pretty much a little slogan that most men, they pretty much want to take when they want to talk to their whoever's in front of them, what have you. But I'm ready to get this show started. And I have the younger group tonight, and I have some men that range between the ages of 20. I think they're in their 20s, maybe early 20s, late 20s, because I want this generation first. I want the younger generation to kind of tell us what's out there. We got some old cougars out there that they may be interested in what they want to hear the young men say. So let us go ahead and get this topic started. I am ready to see what these men are going to tell us on tonight. Okay, so my first guest, I have a young man that I have very little. You know what? I'm gonna just let him introduce his own self. I have two other gentlemen that are going to be with us on tonight, so we're just going to bring them in as they come. And let's tune in. Let's see what the men got to say. Okay, his name is Mr. Kendrick. Hello, Kendrick. How are you on today, sir?
Hello, my name is Kendrick. I just want to know, is this seat taken?
Oh no, it's not taken. Have a seat, please. Hello, and how
Good,
are you
good,
this
good.
evening, sir?
I'm doing good. What about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good this evening. I'm pretty interested. I got my antennas up. I'm pretty interested in what it is that you want to talk about on tonight. Are you there, Kendrick? Okay, we having a little technical difficulties here. Oh, we got another surprise. Well, hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. May I ask you your name, please?
My name is Joshua Jones.
Hello, Joshua Jones. Are you trying to be seated at the table on tonight?
Yes, absolutely. No
Well,
doubt.
please take a seat, sir.
I, I'm ready.
Good deal. Thank you for coming in on tonight. We are very, very, very happy to have you on Women Around the Table Talk show on tonight. And I think my viewers are really anxious tonight. We want to hear what the young men have to say. First of all, Josh, who is Josh? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, sir?
Joshua is an upcoming actor. Not at the moment, but he's finding his groove. He's finding his place on where to start. I'm acting about it for a couple of
Okay.
months now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm soon to be an actor. Soon to be a YouTube um, artist in the making. As far as yes, act, music
Oh,
production, play.
interesting.
You guys can actually follow me. Look out for Joshua underscore Instagram. I got content coming in soon, so you guys can look out for that for sure.
Give me just a little bit more volume where you are. You're going in and out on me. We want that email. I think I heard you trying to give us your contact information, Josh.
Yes, my Instagram name is look out for Joshua underscore. Also, that's my going to be my YouTube account name is for right now. Also, so you guys can just go on my page and follow me. There's going to be content coming out pretty soon. So, uh,
Oh,
can't wait. Can't wait.
okay. So you an actor, huh?
Soon to be one. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for that introduction. And how old are you, sir?
20. Just turned 20.
You're a 20-year-old actor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the ladies need to be looking for you, huh?
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay, I'm sure that there's an audience that's just waiting to see who you are. I mean,
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, we're gonna get back to you. I want to get back to this caller that we lost a few minutes ago, sir. Mr. Kendrick, can you tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about yourself, sir?
Okay. So me, um, of course, I am an entrepreneur of a
Okay.
faith-based dog training program.
Dog training
Like I said,
program,
I
you
am
said?
a huh?
Is a dog training program?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Dog
okay.
training program. And
Uh-huh.
so I work with police dogs, service dogs, and even regular pet dogs, any age, breed, size, whatever the case may be. Doing offering services of basic obedience, personal protection, off leash training,
Ooh,
and
wee.
any service dog work.
I mean, we got some men in the house that's come on. We have an actor, we got a dog trainer. Oh my, who is this? I wonder who is this on my screen. It says Troy down there. Mr. Troy,
Yes, ma'am.
can you
Yes,
show the
ma'am.
viewers who your face, honey?
Hey, everybody. It's
Hello,
Troy.
hello. Bring it
I'm
down
here.
just a little bit more for us.
Can y'all hear me?
I
Yeah,
can
we
hear
Yes.
you. You can give us a little bit more volume if you're able. Okay, so all right, Mr. Kendrick, being that you were my first guest and you asked me if my seat was taken and it is available unto thee,
Yes.
so with this dog training business, is this working out good for you? We just want a little introduction. How old are you?
So I'm 22 years old.
22-year-old
It
dog
is working
trainer.
out very
It's
very
working
right.
out good. Okay,
Uh, and the Bible says that your gift will make room for you and seat you before a great man. And
that's
I've
right.
had the pleasure of being able to work alongside my favorite gospel artist, Chandler Moore, and training his dog, and even other avenues of being able to train people who are considered to be greats.
Oh
So
wow. Okay, so Chandler Moore, that's the gospel artist, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay, good deal. Okay, Troy, I know that you're trying to get situated with their screen, but I need my people in TV world to see your face, honey. We want to see who we talking to, and
Okay.
I can only come on, bring it on down. Come on, there you go.
See
All
if I
right,
can see
Rasta
it
boy.
somewhere.
Who
Look,
are these young people?
I was trying to use
Listen,
my
listen,
laptop,
TV.
but
Listen,
it wasn't
TV
working.
world. These are some young men that are in their 20s, and they're going to give us their idea of a woman, what's out there that we don't know what's going on in the streets. We don't know pretty much what to look for. And so I have some questions that I'm going to ask you guys tonight, and I really do want your honest opinion. Okay? So I just need y'all to be brutally honest to me. But anyway, for me, I'm sorry. So, Troy, can you give us a little bit of history about yourself before we get started?
Okay. Can you hear me first off? Is this good? Good volume?
It's pretty good volume. Can
Okay.
y'all hear them out there, y'all? Can we get some?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
we got some thumbs up. We
Cool.
got some. Okay, yes, yes, they can hear you.
All right. So, as you all know, if you introduced me a little bit, my name is Troy. I'm from Dallas originally. I just turned 23 today. Today is my birthday. So this
Oh,
is it's kind
oh,
of special
happy
being able to come on
birthday.
here.
Happy birthday
Thank
to
you, thank you, thank
you.
you. Yeah, I got this opportunity, and I was actually kind of surprised it was going to be today because I didn't know it was going to actually be on my birthday. But I was, willing to do it, and I was like, it's pretty cool be able to speak on my birthday. So
That
yeah,
is awesome. Oh, well, happy birthday to you. Okay. All
thank you,
right.
thank
Now, I got some viewers in here. They've been waiting, y'all. They've been waiting all week. And we need to know what these young men, we need to know what y'all think about some things that's going on out here in the dating relationship world, okay? And what y'all think about women and pretty much okay, I'm gonna give you my age. I don't mind. I'm 43. I know I know I don't look like it. Tell her. But but anyway, so it's kind of different for me. Let me give you what I grew up on. What I grew up on in my era in the 1990s were was my era, and we spent a lot of time on the phone, on the telephone, and we would fall asleep on the phone with our little, our little interest. I'm gonna call them our interest at the time, and we fall asleep on the phone. We weren't used to text messaging. We weren't used to this type of social media communication that we have, right? So we had beepers back then, and so it's different for us because we as my age group, we don't know what to look for. So my first question to, and whoever wants to take this particular question, but what's the ideal woman that you guys are looking for? We got some believers, we have non-believers, we got the ghettos, we got the I don't know what y'all calling them, the thirsters.
Oh man.
I don't know. So tell me, what is the ideal woman that you guys are looking for in this particular era? Kendrick, I'll let you. You look like you got
Yeah,
something on
yeah.
your mind. I'll let you go.
Okay, so starting off, um, being engaged as I am, uh,
Did you say you're
I
engaged?
would definitely, yes,
Oh,
being
okay.
engaged.
Congratulations.
And so I would definitely be looking more towards a God fearing woman,
Okay.
um, because two cannot walk unless they both agree. So I would definitely be trying to make sure I have the foundation of a God fearing woman, somebody that's equally yoked, striving to seek God's face as much as I am, seeking first the kingdom, as much
Uh-huh.
as I am, and
Uh-huh.
even pushing me, because I do understand that God will not allow us to both be weak at the same time.
Mm.
Of course, we can both be affected by something at the same time, but one will at least be stronger than the other one. If one were to be lacking in any way, shape, or form, the other one should be able to come alongside and help out. So I'm definitely looking for somebody that I would definitely be looking more towards somebody that would, do that and be able to help, support my dreams and aspirations as I'll be able to do the same for her.
Okay. I like that. A God fearing woman. Okay, we got one. One down and two to go. Come on, let's go ahead and dive into it, Josh.
Uh, Most definitely. First thing, first foremost, for sure, I would definitely say a pure being just a pure woman. A cleanness, kindness, genuine, just genuine. Just I just cause me, I know how I am. Uh, I'm genuine at heart. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that having a genuine woman and having a pure woman, but a woman that puts God first,
Okay.
um, that's not scared to live a life for God. That's not afraid to claim it. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of women that's out here that's portraying to be something that they're not. Um,
Oh, they are.
just it's just because they scared to try something different. Um, I'm looking for a woman
So wait a minute. Hold on, hold on,
that's
hold on,
not
hold on, hold on,
scared.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna stand up for the women. When you say they want to try something different, what is that referring to, sir?
Hold on, I'm sorry. Can you start it up? I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I'm sorry. It kind of
I
broke.
said,
It
when
kind of
you say that
cutting
women
out.
are looking for something different, what is it that you are referring to?
Okay, can you say that one more time? It's still breaking up.
One more time. What is it that's different that women that you say, excuse me, what is that referring to? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't know where my voice went. You still can't hear me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you, Josh. I think we got low resolution on you
Oh
with the
man.
network, so we're gonna come back to you. Okay, I'm gonna let you get that situated. Troy,
All right.
Hold on.
So
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and so I know you had mentioned that there are different type of guys that look for different type of women. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of touch on both. I know that the first speaker. I'm so sorry. I'm bad with names. What
was
was
it
his name?
Kendrick? His name
Kendrick,
was
yeah.
Kendrick. Mm-hmm.
Kendrick made a good point when he was going into saying that you want a God fearing woman, a woman that's gonna actually want to serve God and be submissive to God. And some people want to go that route as far as the wife or the woman being submissive to the husband. All of that. That I would say is going to be top as well, because I feel like you can't be in a relationship and fully in a relationship if you are, number one, a God fearing man, and you
Okay.
say that you're a God fearing man, meaning that your relationship with God is not just I pray when I want to, I read when I want to, this that, you actually truly connected. And when you are that kind of Christian, or
Right.
when you have that kind of walk, you have to realize that if you're going to be with someone else as well as in the physical, because you can already say that you're in a relationship with Jesus Christ in the spiritual, but
Uh-huh.
if you walk in the physical with another person, you want to make sure, like you said, that they're equally yoked, because you don't want it's a lot to go into, and I'm trying to shorten it up, but
No,
you
you don't
don't.
have to shorten it up. We need to hear all the details. We need all the facts.
Okay, so I look at it like this. I mean, everybody else probably looks at it the same way. You don't want to be in a position to where it's like you have one way, or you're one way, you're in a certain situation, and the other person is not on the same page, because
Uh-huh.
you already know that that creates friction. And now, in the times that we're in now, in the generation that we're in, a lot of that. I mean, yeah, we already know that there's friction, because like I said, we were talking about being unequally yoked or equally balanced. Even if
Okay.
you're not just talking about the spiritual, that's going to be an issue. But now, in times and generations now, even touching the spiritual as far as anything, that right there can be an issue. So it's
Hmm.
like, I feel like what Josh was trying to say is that some females in our generation are not as how would I, not as prone to being open about their Christianity. And I
Oh.
don't want to even say that's just for women, because that's women and men, especially in our generation now, because it's like we got so much other stuff going on. It's all this other stuff that we see. Nobody's really even worried about God anymore.
So you saying that most people, most of these women, well, most of the generation that you guys are living in, they really don't, they're not believers. So they're under an influence, basically, of the world and the world's ways, and not really focus on their spirituality and in tune with their spirit to live, I would say, a clean life. Would y'all agree?
I
Mm.
mean,
Uh-huh.
you
And,
look at
and
the world
Josh,
we
is that
live
what
in
you
now.
would, is
Agreed.
that
Agreed.
is that what you would agree to?
Agreed.
Okay. Is that what you were trying to say earlier before we launched the room?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay. So I have a young man here. Kendrick says he's engaged, and I want to know, what was it? Was it her physical? Was it her voice? Was it the sparkle in her eye? What
Like,
was it about her? What I mean, come on, talk to me. What was? Because our first we have to see with our eyes. You understand?
Right.
Or did you meet her on the
Right.
phone? I know a lot of relationships. The people are using all of these
social
social
media.
networks with tune in to me, it's better this way, I don't know, .com, you know what I'm saying, dating sites, that's where they're getting married, and all these dating sites, nobody's really dating like they
Right.
used to in my day. So online, what caught your eye? Talk to me.
So we did meet online, actually through Instagram, and it was literally ministry that brought us together because I was on this pastor's live, and he was very very well known and a social influencer as well. And I just so happened to be on there and using an analogy that we both shared a mutual friend with, right? And
Okay.
so by mention of his name, she ended up adding me because she realized that, hey, I know this dude too. And
Yeah.
so, with no intent of getting anything out of it, um, I just got on there and shared some things I felt led to share, and she ended up following me. Well, then I started following back, and then you know, days went by, weeks went by, and we finally ended up getting on the phone or in a group chat with the mutual friend of ours.
Okay.
Um, we ended up finally going out as a group, And when we did, uh, like my eyes is crazy because I wasn't really looking for a relationship at the time,
Okay.
and truthfully, I didn't have eyes for her, and really no girl at the time,
Okay.
because this was pretty much following up a loss that I had just taken
Yeah.
with my best friend passing away, and
Oh.
so I was strictly focusing on my relationship with God, and
Mm-hmm.
so though I did find her, I found her to be okay in the terminology that I used at the time. But literally, it was God that changed my heart around.
Oh
I didn't
wow.
go in with the intent of, trying to date her. I let God order my steps in that, and I know that I made the best decision in doing so.
Oh wow. Okay, that's an awesome story. Okay, that's that's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, now we know. Okay, well, thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to move off that subject, and I pretty much think I got the basics of it. The basics of y'all's generation are really not trying to basically live a godly life, a God fearing life. So I take it that you all men are believers, right? Y'all
Absolutely.
all have a relationship with
Correct.
God. Okay, that's awesome. That should receive some applause right here. Let me just go ahead because you guys are men and you believe in God. Can I get some applause, please?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, I want to know. Okay, this is the hot topic. There they go. Little late, but hey, there it is. So thank y'all. Okay, so the next question I have for y'all: is it possible? Can a man love two women at one time? Is
I'm gonna
this
say no.
possible?
I'm gonna say no.
You gonna say no, Josh? Troy, what?
Um, yeah, I'm just
Wait,
leaving right
I was gonna
Yes
let him
or no?
talk.
I
Go
just
ahead.
want a yes or no. I didn't want your explanation yet.
Oh, okay. Nah. Mm-mm.
I just want a yes or no.
I mean, well, yeah, but I say no. But technically, if you want to be smart about it, it could be yes and no.
there.
But
Yeah,
I,
right, right, right,
I
right.
disagree. Yeah,
Hey,
nah,
I just
we ain't
want to
doing
know
it.
if it's possible that a man can love two women at one time. See, this was a question that was posed to me that I couldn't answer. So they told me to ask the young men because the whole thing about the cheating thing.
Hmm.
So how does that happen? So y'all telling me that if it's not possible, but then a man ends up cheating on a woman, that don't mean that he love her?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I
So
mean,
how do you find yourself in that predicament in the first place?
well, I can't really because I've never experienced that for myself
Have
per
you
se.
witnessed it?
But that I've had I used to hang with so many homeboys where they think it's cool to just hop from female to female to female to female, and
Mm-hmm.
like I mean that's just things that happen in our generation now.
Uh-huh.
But no, like I'm personally one to sit there and say you can. I feel like you can lay with a woman and
Mm-hmm.
not really love that woman. But the reason as to
Mm.
why I say that is because people have different definitions of what love really is. And
Okay.
it really, if you want to take it there, I'll technically steer us back to your relationship with Jesus Christ because he has
Uh-oh.
to, man, it's a lot. You
Okay.
have to really understand what love truly is, and to take it on on back to the only definition. Well, I ain't gonna say the only definition, but the
Okay.
definition that I believe in.
The real
Where love
definition.
originally came from is the ultimate sacrifice that Jesus Christ, went through with. Him
Yeah.
showing
Right.
that love is basically what introduced me and what gave me my definition of love. So it really just depends on what your definition of love is. If you want to try to go
Wow.
there,
Kendrick, what's
that
your
that's
take on
just
this?
I definitely agree with Troy. I would definitely have to say when you find yourself looking for the definition of something in the wrong place, you will always end up with the wrong outcome. And
Right.
so I definitely do agree that you can lay with a woman and not necessarily have that emotional connection. And I would definitely say, agreeing with Troy once again, in the beginning, before God gave man a woman, he gave him a job. But before he even had a job, he had to have a relationship with the Father. So I do believe that if you don't have the right relationship with the Father, you won't be able to reflect the things of heaven with your wife or who you are to take on as your spouse.
Okay. Okay. That's I like that there. You have any add to that, Josh?
Uh, yeah. For me, I'm gonna go back to what Troy was saying. Um, it's definitely for me. It's dependent on what you think love is. What you feel. What you feel when you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does it come about? When you say you feel the love, when you say you feel that somebody loves you, how do you go about it? But then at the same time, I just think about it like this: when when something goes wrong, like you said, like somebody cheats on you, or
Right.
you with somebody, say for example, the person cheat on you, like that person don't love you because they cheat on you, but it's like we all make mistakes, you know what I mean? So it's like, honestly, with that, I just have to say it's just within. It's honestly within.
Okay.
Um,
Honesty
it's
with you.
all within. God knows your heart. God knows your mind. God knows everything. And you can't beat around the bush with God. You know what I mean? And I feel like with a lot of females, a lot of women today,
Mm-hmm.
um, they tend to hide around the bush instead of
So we
just
beating around the bush now.
getting strictly to the problem, strictly to what the real issue is. Because the real issue is we hiding. You know what I mean? We hiding from the truth. We hiding from reality. You
Okay.
know, we I mean, because a lot of times we just want to have fun, right? We just
I
think that
guess if y'all,
right now,
well, y'all generation,
hey,
yeah.
right now, all the young generation is thinking like, hey, I'm trying to live my life. Like, I ain't no telling I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I'm trying to live my life,
Wow. So you
and
mean
that's the mindset. I mean,
the mindset is
that's the
that?
mindset today.
Oh
That's the
man.
mindset.
Wow.
That's just truly how. That's I mean, from what I've been through. I mean, even my parents. My parents ain't had the best relationship. You know what I mean? And,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
they've been going through ups and downs. You know what I mean? I appreciate God for having my parents' relationship kind of help me see like what I want in a relationship with a woman, or you know what I'm saying,
That's good.
a wife
That's
of
good.
mine.
Okay, Mike.
I thank God for that. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
it's it
Mm-hmm.
you need guidance to be able to see things in life. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So do you okay, so if you say that they need guidance, what about the what about a single parent home? You know, if you don't live in a single parent home, then who is it that teaches you what you want? Do you learn from the mom? Do you learn from the dad? What can anybody expound on that? Because if y'all generation just want to have fun and don't have any examples, don't have any morals, then are you trying to bring home a woman that's somewhat like your mom or like your aunt or who is this woman modeling after? Kendrick, I saw you raise your hand. Like how who are you guys modeling this woman after?
I don't know about that one.
Or is it just your own interest? The big butt, big thighs, beautiful eyes, however y'all say it.
It's not even all about that though.
It's not
And that's
about
the
that.
crazy thing. And that's
Okay.
was of course that's what everybody's looking at, of course, because the eyes is the most.
The
You can't deny
deceitfulness.
that. The eyes see what it sees, so you can't. We all know that. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's much deeper than just the looks though. It's
Okay.
how you look on the inside as well. When things not going good, when you going through, when you're struggling, when you ain't got no money, when your water's off, when you know what I'm saying, when somebody come in stealing and thieving, and somebody take something that's yours. Like what? How you gonna react to
Okay.
that situation? Like that's for me.
Okay.
That's mhm. I can go so much deeper, honestly.
Let me ask y'all something. Okay. I like that one. Hold on, let me write something down on that. But this is what I want to know since we talking about um what it is that y'all are what is it that y'all are attracted to? Are y'all attracted to the natural? Or are you attracted to the makeup? You know, they got this thing with the lashes. And so
Oh,
come on, I
Yeah.
want each one. Come on, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here
so
we
only
go.
reason why I
Yeah,
said that
hold
is
on.
because
Who gonna take the table? Kendrick, I
I
want you to go
I
last. Since you in
well,
game.
if kids want to go, you can go. But if not, I shoot because I missed
Kendrick
on the this
smiling
last
though.
one that you
Kendrick,
just
you know
moved
Let's
on
something.
from.
go.
We need
Let's
to go
talk
back to that.
about it. Do
I
you
feel
want
like
the
Kendrick knows
natural?
something.
Do we want the makeup? Do we want
Okay,
the
so
lashes? Do we want?
um,
Come on, Troy. Talk. Who is that?
I'm,
Kendrick.
I'm gonna let him go first. Go ahead, Kendra. Go ahead.
Okay. We're gonna let Kendrick go first. Let's
okay,
go.
okay,
Sip my tea.
okay. So as far as it pertains to the natural beauty or the enhancements, right? Um, I definitely prefer a natural beauty over enhancements any day. Now, I do understand, however, some people are put in a genetic
Mm,
that they don't necessarily know how to embrace. But again, it goes back to having a relationship with God because when you understand that you were created in His image and God is a perfect creator, so everything that you've been created with, He intended it for a purpose. Now, again, I understand the social norm of wanting to fit in and wanting to feel accepted. So for those women that do go out and they, purchase wigs or they purchase, makeup and things of that nature, I understand the whole thing about, prepping yourself um, to enhance what you already have. There's nothing wrong with enhancing what you have. Now, the problem lies on this fine line of when you are natural and you understand that, you don't got to add to your beauty because you know who God has called you to be
hmm.
versus the tension line in okay, I'm gonna do this to fit in, but then you allow that makeup or that hair to take you to a whole nother level.
That's the
Like
thing.
you
That's it.
become conceited
That's
and
it.
self-centered. It's more like you develop a Jezebel spirit. So that
That's
would
it.
be something that I would say. I mean, it's some men who use enhancements on their haircuts or even on their beards. And like I said, I can't knock it, but just enhance what you already have and don't try to make yourself into a whole new person.
Mm,
Attitudes of
I like
transformation.
that a lot.
Is that what we gonna call that? With the makeup. I like that. I like that. Okay, because I'm writing this down. Because I have to go to another
Right.
generation of men after y'all. And
Mhm.
it seems as if everybody, all y'all men might be on the same page with this. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't know
Oh
that
yeah.
sometimes, tonight I just used a little to do, the enhancements, for the camera,
Right.
if y'all don't mind.
Right. No, you
Just
good.
enhancements, but I think I still look the same way after I take off my little lip gloss or what have you. Troy, go ahead and shoot it to us. Give us what you get. No, hold on, Troy, because you got ants in your pants. You ready to go?
Nah, I can wait. I can wait.
Go ahead, Josh. Cause Josh over here, I mean, he all in the camera.
I mean, honestly, uh,
Man.
I mean, like I was saying, I'm just gonna speak for me. I'm just look. I just been talking to God. Like I told him. I said, God, like I don't want nobody that's gonna have me outside your will too much. I don't
Okay.
want nobody that's gonna have me turn my back against you. You know what I mean?
So you
Like,
think that a woman who's wearing makeup, who's wearing her wigs, can present a falseness to herself to where she can actually influence you to do these things? Is that where you're going with this?
I mean, it just depends. Cause honestly, like, not even just the makeup. You gotta go further than that. The money. I mean, how much money she making? I mean, where
Hold
she getting
on.
the money from?
It don't matter with the money because
But exactly, it don't matter with
let's
the
put
money.
the oracle over the
But I'm
man.
saying,
First of
but I'm
all, let's
saying,
put the oracle over the man because the
nah.
man
But I ain't
should be
gonna
worried
lie.
about her money no way.
That is true. But that is true. But I'm just saying. I'm just speaking from other people's perspectives. Like that. I'm
Okay.
just saying that for example. Like some man, some man will use that. They will whatever they can do to try to the girl's success, to defeat the woman's success. Sometimes a man just try to leap on that or use that too much instead of their own success. That's why I say like I just don't want to be with nobody that's gonna have me like that's gonna have my eyes like, oh my gosh, just have my eyes wide open and I'm I'm just constantly playing with this game with the same person. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't want that to happen. You know what I mean? That's something I've been talking to God about. I don't want nobody
Okay.
that's gonna string me along. You know, away from Him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like with the makeup, I don't have no issues with makeup. It's like they don't bother me, but I don't prefer makeup. I don't. Beauty is beauty. Like if you just beautiful, you beautiful. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
I don't. I don't let that condone who I'm finna be with. You know, I don't. That's not me.
Okay.
Especially no makeup. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's
Well,
just
we're gonna
me.
move on to Troy. I want to know what Troy has to say. Troy, talk to me about these lashes and this makeup and what. You can't be still.
Uh, so, first thing first, I'm just gonna piggyback off what I'm saying.
Go
There's
ahead and give
there's
me some
nothing
more
wrong.
volume. Give me
It's
some
oh,
more
I'm sorry.
volume.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so but I'm gonna just piggyback off of what both of them were saying. Just long story short, there's nothing wrong with makeup. Yeah, I feel like I prefer natural beauty over makeup, but some people you never know what somebody's going through. Some people just might need to put on that makeup just to help themselves feel pretty or help themselves feel beautiful. Especially with all this other stuff going around, like and going on, you never know where somebody's mental
Yeah.
is. But like I said, that's a whole nother
Mm.
story. I want to go ahead and put my little 2 cents on it. Okay, so we talking about how or what our generation looks for in a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of debating on coming to talk about this because of the simple fact that I know that I'm a little different. But hey, I might not be a little different. I might be,
But that's why
spot
I
on.
want it. We want
But
the opinion because everybody in
so
this world is different. Sure.
okay, so
Give it to us.
I used to tell everybody this because I've been asked this question a lot.
Uh huh.
Um, when I was younger, and I'm gonna say younger as in coming up, in like my preteens, middle teens, kind of around that point. Of course, we know we looking for a big butt, nice chest, little hair, brown
Yeah.
skin,
Yeah.
caramel,
Yep.
all that woo yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, yeah, you get older, you start, exploring, and you still see that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at a certain point in a man's life, there's a certain point of maturity that you hit to where, yeah, you can be bad,
Uh huh.
but if you ain't got nothing up here, you done
Huh.
lost me. And
Oh
it's like
wow.
it's at this point it's weird for me because it's like, man, our generation, I ain't even gonna lie, it be a lot of females out there that look bad. Like y'all know it. Come on, fellas,
Man,
it's females that, man,
I ain't
especially
gonna
with
talk
these
about it.
clothes and. But we're not even gonna touch that. A female. There are a lot of beautiful females in the world, or whatever. However you want to put that. But you can. I feel like this. You can be you can be. I'm gonna just say you can be packing as much as you want to be packing. But
Okay.
when we get to the point to where it's like, let's have a conversation, let's sit down and talk. If there's nothing up here mentally and you can't even hold a conversation, that your physical look that all cancels out. Because it's like, yeah, I got a bad female, but we try to talk. She on a whole nother mental thing. And it's like if you can't match my drive mentally, I know already I can't,
Mm.
I'm not gonna. It's might
So
sound
it
the
don't
same way,
matter
but
how
that's just
pretty
what it
she
is.
is if she can't.
I'm talking about, man. You can be a Rihanna, you can
Yeah.
be a Beyonce, you can be a Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care who it is. If you're not up here mentally with me, what we can't even talk. What makes you think I want to go live with you? We can't even
Okay.
talk. And that's just.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
and I
Okay.
have other things, but I feel like that's one. I feel like as me maturing and getting older as a man, I feel like there's one thing that really caught my attention. It's because once you're in your teens and like once you get into your young adulthood, and you living that fast, like you going around, going around, going around. Eventually, that stuff gonna
Uh huh.
fade. If you can't sit and have
Wow.
a conversation with me, and we're not even talking about a spiritual conversation. I'm talking about just a plain old conversation where we can talk.
Yeah.
Because like I
Okay.
said, this generation we don't even that whole spiritual thing is
This
something else, man.
this is something I'm amazed because I didn't choose you all because if I didn't choose you all to come on the panel, not knowing your relationship level, with God, and but the fact that you all are believers in the Lord, and the fact that you want to live the type of lives that that you are living according to the Word, and according to your belief, I'm just amazed in your generation, Just the simple fact that y'all are 20 years old and in your 20s or what have you, and you desire such things. I have a comment down here
Yeah, I was
from
reading that now.
one of Mr. White says that he likes the natural and believe that the makeup is for the women to feel beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But if she likes the makeup, then he loves it. Same thing you were saying, Josh. But with some women, the makeup makes them conceited,
Mm.
like they all of that. And is that? Do y'all really think that that makeup changes? Wow. So is that another?
Yeah,
Because okay, hold on. So that's pretty good because Kendrick, I hear you say yes. So does that when you see that I'm in my natural, my attitude suddenly changes? So what? I'm just like, hey Kendrick, how you doing? You know, is you understand what I'm saying? Am I trying to get noticed? I mean, like, what are you trying to see? You know, versus
the
it's just me.
the makeup the makeup can oftentimes be a disguise from
Ooh,
insecurity. All right.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in the
Look at that.
world, I heard this song
insecurity.
that I used to always quote, and it was this specific line, and the artist was Kevin Gates, and he said insecurities get covered with designer fashion. I was blessed with a swag, and I ain't bragging. And what that meant to me
Oh wow.
was a lot of times people will use the things of this world to try to cover up and disguise,
I
the insecurities
see.
that they have. You'll
Cover it
even
up.
notice like some people be in their cells so much, but then they
Mhm.
finally get something that's the latest and greatest, and they all of a sudden want to be the most talkative, or they are posted now,
Oh
just for those
wow.
likes and those comments. And I'm not saying that, I'm not stereotyping this saying that
Woo.
everybody that wears makeup becomes conceited, because I, by no way, shape, or form, feel that way. I actually do feel as if some women still do know how to carry themselves.
Okay.
When I have women in my life, that
Okay.
I look to as examples when I would model who I would want to be with, when I would want to model, what kind of woman did I really desire, like that Proverbs 31 virtuous wife, the virtuous woman. So
Okay. Wow. Okay, so everybody out here that is on the show and you guys have tuned in. Um Let me go ahead and just reiterate what we're talking about. We're talking about what these this age group. These are 20-year-old men, and I posed a question, and I asked them, do they prefer the natural over the makeup or the makeup over the, what are their thoughts about women who wear makeup and women who wear the lashes versus natural? What do they prefer? And so for those of you that are asking, what the topic is, I think that this is a great topic. And I think that most men, this is three men, they prefer natural. But we want a woman. You saying that you guys want a woman that will take on, if you're going to take on the enhancements to your physical, remain who you are, true to your identity, basically. Okay, wait a minute. We have a question. Let's go ahead and address this. Young lady says, what is the reason men will date but not commit to a potential marriage? Why is she on my next question?
Man, um,
Oh wow, that is something that I was going to ask. And why keep her in the position of a girlfriend? Is it just for fun or to fulfill a space? And that was that's my closing question.
mm. So do we
That's my
want to go ahead
closing
and touch
question.
on that,
Yeah, you don't
Yes.
want to touch on because I know y'all have seen women and that y'all have seen
yeah.
y'all homeboys, y'all seen your uncles. They've been in these relationships for 10 years, 6 years, still with the same woman, 15 years, and still haven't popped the question. Why? Do y'all know why that?
It's
Because y'all
I
be talking
mm,
behind the scenes when we around the table in the kitchen talking after we done cooked for y'all. Y'all over here be talking. I know you be talking. Come
for
on,
sure.
Troy. I know you done
So
seen it. Y'all done
I
talking, but why?
yeah.
so really, if you want to talk about it, it
Let's
really
talk
goes
about it.
it really goes back to a point that you were kind of touching before when you were saying when Josh had brought up the whole parent situation, being in a single parent household.
Okay.
Um, just a little bit of background information. I was that was me. My father left when I was 2 years old, and after that, he was in and out. So,
Okay.
with that being said, it brings on a different perspective. Yeah, people see that it's just like, oh, they've been dating for so long. Why won't they get married? I feel like some of that stems from the simple fact that they've seen, their parents or been in a situation where they've seen somebody that they looked up to be in a relationship and in that relationship not work.
Oh
And
wow.
being able to see the heartbreak on both sides, not just from the male but from the female side too, it plays a part because it's like, well, dang, do I really want to commit to something that might not work? So it's
Oh
like
wow.
when you see that in your life, it brings up a whole nother, side. Now, I say that to say because I'm not gonna say I'm going through that because I'll say that I worked myself out of that, but
Okay.
I know that that does play a part in that because it's like you don't want to sit there and try to commit to something that you feel might not work in the
Right.
future. And also, that doesn't just stem from the single parent household. That can stem from just past relationships. You
Uh-huh.
being
Uh-huh.
in a relationship that you thought you was gonna
That
end
was gonna
up
be long
going the
lasting.
distance with, man, thinking you're gonna put a ring on this girl finger, talking about this all woo yada yada, and then later on down the line you find yourself single, or
Wow.
doing the same thing over and over again. So, and it really, like I said, we can get into it, but it's a
Uh-huh.
lot that plays into it.
It's a
It's a
lot that
lot
plays
that plays
into that.
into it.
Mm.
I'm glad that Miss Kay Anderson really asked that question because we want to know if it's for fun, if it's just fill a void. Is it just that you trying to come up? Because you know what,
Hmm.
I witnessed a young man get out of prison, be with this girl that was about 10 times his size, and he stayed there for a few years. And as soon as he got the job, soon as he got the car, man, was this a come up? I mean, you had this girl thinking that you loved her, that y'all, I'm gonna use y'all term. You putting it down. You understand what I'm saying? And you got this
So,
whole
most definitely.
relationship going, and then it was 6 years, 6 years of her life that she put on hold. So I think that was just to feel a void or feel a space to come up. But on the contrary, most men, we see that they're not committing. Is it that us women, are we giving y'all, what are y'all expecting from us? Because I want to know, when y'all go into a relationship, are you expecting me to iron your shirt? Are you really expecting me to clean your
Oh
clothes? What you want me to do? You want me to
man.
cook for you? You want me to give you all these wifely duties? Because what's the difference between, here we go. What's the difference between the girlfriend versus the wife? Because see, y'all want us to be able to show y'all our capabilities because that's what we coming with. That's what we grow up with. We grow up with the dolls and we grow up with the male and the female doll. And we playing house with these dolls, and they get married to us and the girls, while y'all playing with crickets and toys and trucks and stuff. But we in here cooking at because they present this to us. They have toy vacuums, toy little kitchens for us to be cooking in at age of 2. So our mind is already being programmed. They don't give y'all that for Christmas. Come on.
I mean, but
They
that
give.
Right. Um, what
So
it
so what is it?
I would say
When you
I would say
dating?
what it
Do you
boils
want me to
down
cook for
to.
you? Do you want me to iron for you? What is it? Because come on, that's going to make you choose me to be your wife. Am I hitting the right
I
question
would
for you?
say right. So what I would say is, um, you have you have boyfriends that are wanting husband privileges, and you have immature boys who are not ready for commitment,
Mhm.
and that's the biggest thing. Like I said, you have young boys that are wanting husband privileges without taking on husband responsibilities or
Mhm.
husband duties. They're in for the benefits, but they don't want to do the work. And so it's easy to detach when you're not committed to something.
Mhm.
But it's also easier to get what you want up front if you're
Mm.
not talking to the right woman, if you're not talking to a woman that will draw you in. So again, you have boyfriends that are expecting husband privileges, And when women give boyfriends husband privileges, they feel like they've done their job and they feel like that's all I got to stop at. But the sad thing is, I would say that some women are naive to the fact that they believe that because, they're
Okay, he cut out. Somebody got to take up cheese and
Oh
chew on
Lord.
it. Because that was good. He was going somewhere with that. We got a
And
comment
with
that says to want a top tier woman. Oh, wait a
that
minute,
they
he's
can
coming in and out.
there you
To
go.
want a top tier woman, you have to have a top tier man. And that's something that you said. Kendrick, you back with us? Okay, he's back. Go ahead. You had cut out on us, love. So go
I
ahead and
lost that part.
continue.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard me say?
The last thing we heard you say was that's where they stop. Most of the time once the woman gives, all these duties, whatever, that's where that's where the hawk comes in.
Yes.
And then they stop expecting.
So
I don't want to put words that you were in my mouth that you were saying.
right. So they stop pursuing. Once they feel as if they've obtained what they wanted from their woman, the act of pursuit stops. But it's supposed to be an act of pursuit, as if it's the first time you ever pursued that woman. It should never be a stop. That pursuit should be active. And like I said, and even as you said, y'all grew up playing house, and so
Mhm.
that's what it boils down to. It's
Mhm.
called playing house. You're doing the duties that you feel like you're fulfilling, but you're not doing it in the right order.
Oh, we're not doing it in the right order. So
Mm.
what's your message, y'all, to the women? For the sake of time, what is your message? What do we need to do? I mean, because we don't. This is our thing. We don't want to lose you. We know you want a woman that can cook. We know you want a woman that can clean and that she presents herself to be clean. So, what advice would you give that to us so that we don't give you? Hold on, what they say? You got to buy the what is it with the milk and the cow and the cow and the milk? Uh, buy the cow first, try the cow first. Sorry, that's my generation. Never mind. That's for the next show. Oh, wait. Buy the cow. Shoot. Never mind. Marlon, somebody out there in TV world, y'all gotta help me out. But why buy the cow when you can get the milk first or something like that? Well, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. But anyway, basically, they're saying that most men, why should I just just go all out and pretty much let me see, where am I trying to go with this? Pretty, let me leave that alone. Anyway, we're gonna move to the next subject on that one. But as far as what advice would you give us? Okay, why buy the cow when the milk is for free? That's what they were saying. Why marry the girl if you already gonna if you already got everything? You said, what's the purpose in you marrying her if we already give you everything up front? Have you been given everything up front, Kendrick? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
What do you?
That means that,
So
thank you. You know what that
go
means?
ahead.
Do you know what that
No,
means?
go ahead.
Okay, your fiance. Let's say for instance, has your fiance cooked for you?
Yes.
Has she cleaned for you?
Yes.
Oh, is she a clean woman?
Yes.
Does she meet your every single need,
Yes.
even physically?
Yes.
Have you, with intimacy, have you
Mhm.
approached intimacy and you're satisfied there?
Careful, young
Yes.
Okay.
Are you saying it? Are you saying it? What avail are you talking about?
What I'm saying,
Like
is
just
she
out.
giving you everything? I'm talking about sexual healing. I'm talking about emotional healing. I'm talking
Oh
about
my
everything.
god.
I tried to keep it discreet, but
Oh man.
I want to. Has she
So,
already given you the milk?
well, no. And so the way I would explain it is there have been times where we have, been tempted, and as any man has, but it really boils down to just knowing y'all's love for one another. Like intimacy doesn't necessarily have to be intimate in that way, shape, or form. Intimacy could be just your love language. I scratch my back, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. It's just a matter of being able to um, really understand one another. Intimacy. I hear it like this, and I heard it like this the other day. Just simply means into me. You only have eyes for me, and I only have
Oh
eyes for
wow.
you.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's
Only
amazing.
have somebody said let the cup pass, son. And then I got another comment. They telling me to just go on and talk grown. They don't want me to sugarcoat nothing. They don't want me to sugarcoat
I
nothing.
mean,
Okay,
shoot.
so with that being said, I love the topics that we've had tonight, and so the message I think that I'm getting from you guys is we don't need to give y'all everything. We need to really stimulate your mind, right?
Man, we need a
Come
part
on.
two. We need a part two because
Yeah, we
We
need
this
a
need
is
a
part.
part
crazy.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a part two.
I knew it. I knew it. I
But
knew it. I
I
knew it was
think,
gonna happen.
but
I knew it was gonna happen.
this time though, I wanna know what the female, I wanna know what the woman think. I just wanna hear their perspective.
You want to
Cause
hear
like,
that perspective? I
I
tell
know
you
the
what.
man, cause pretty much all of us men have the kind of the same perspective.
Okay.
But it's like I just want to hear what they
You want to
like,
hear
what's
what they
going
have to
through their
say?
mind. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Most
I
definitely,
got you.
so that we can all be on one accord and we can all,
I
just
got
learn
you.
from each other. You know what I mean? For
Hmm.
sure, most definitely. Part
Okay,
two is,
so what age group would y'all like to talk to? Y'all want the 2030s?
I want,
It don't actually
I,
look at this point. It don't matter. I mean, because
It don't matter.
20,
it's because like it's so much. Like it's so much. It's really we touching on these little subjects, but it's like each one of these subjects that we touching on, it goes deeper than what we're talking about. Like
Oh,
this
right, right, right.
man.
Okay, okay.
If
Well,
you
we
know, you
just
know.
wanted to get an aspect. The reason why I had you guys to come on here is because I wanted to know, what we need to do to present ourselves in such a way that we can not only grab your attention, but to keep your attention. How do we need to present ourselves? What it is that you guys are expecting from us in your generation, as women, so I can pass the message along. They're watching y'all tonight. So we are going to have a part two for this. And I'm going to have some women available for each and every one of you. Do you understand? So you go ahead and get your fiance ready, Mr. Kendrick. Mr. Troy, if you have a girlfriend, or I can bring some strangers in. It
It
don't
don't
matter,
matter.
but
You
it's
let me know
going
what you
down
want to
here
do.
at the table talk.
Hey, look, I'm
Y'all
gonna just
ready
say
for
this.
it?
Yeah, it look
I want to
the way it
thank you
goes.
guys for coming on tonight. I want to thank you guys for all of the information that you gave me. I'm going to put this out there and I'm going to reiterate it to the people, okay? I want to thank Kendrick. Thank you so much. Congratulations on your engagement. Troy, thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you so very much for coming in and sharing with us. Thank you guys. We're going to have some more pieces to this pie. When you guys come back, I'm going to get with you all and let you all know that, you know what? We got some answers out there. You want to go deep? We're going to dive deeper at this
Hey
table. You hear
man,
me?
hey, look, I'm ready. Yeah.
I thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Y'all come back next week. We're going to have our mid-men, our 40-year-old to 50-year-old age group to come back. You guys, y'all stay put, but we're going to bring them on to Women Around the Table Talk Show. Excuse me, is this seat taken? There is room for you at this table. See y'all later, y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
All right,
Bye.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Kiki White and EFI Networks, thank you for watching the Women Around Table Talk. We hope that you have enjoyed. We would like to thank all of our special guests. Kiki White and EFI Networks look forward to you joining the Women Around the Table talk every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Kiki White look forward to hearing from you. Please go to EFInetwork.com for comments. You may call 832-408-8404, 346-493-2630 or 832-391-0157. All copyrights belong to EFI Networks.